This is Equal Surf Ireland Crypto, and if you like my content, give me a like and a subscribe. Okay, so this is One Harmony, and this is just an update on where it's at right now. I gave you a video yesterday where the supports are always more than likely to do. Okay, so I'd shown you the supports yesterday, and I'm just going to go through that quickly and what it's doing right now. Okay, so firstly, I'll just go to the 4-hour chart, or this is the 8-hour chart, and this is where it was yesterday. Okay, so we were in a big massive wedge. We'd fallen down here, and I was saying it was a good support and where it was going to hold. And I think I was holding right at the 50-day moving average, which it's lost now. Okay, which is totally cool, totally fine. And it's now in my support box, which I'd said yesterday clearly you would go down and test again. Now we could be doing some sort of double bottom here. All right. Now, if we lose this support area, we're looking going down here to between 21 and 22 cent would be our next support range. And if we lose that again, we're looking at between 19.95 and 0.97, around 19 cent roughly. Okay, so there's good support though where it is right now. And you can see it's right in my box, and it bounced right at the bottom of it as well. Okay. So what do I see it doing now? What's the upside? Let's just say, look, what if it does start going back up? Where is it going to go? Okay. So this is the 4-hour chart. And so firstly, what do we see here? We see that it was in this huge wedge. Okay. And technically speaking, out of this wedge, you will have retraces back to the 0.16, which is 32 cent. Okay. Now it won't get there eventually, but we've fallen out of the wedge and down because of Bitcoin. But now I need to go further and see into dig deeper and see what I can see. What formation can I see for us to get back into the wedge and start breaking out of it? And the first formation I'm seeing there, I'm just going to go a bit closer for you, is a falling wedge, which you can quite clearly see here, okay? So this is the main wedge here, falling wedge with the yellow support and resistance. We have fallen out of that due to Bitcoin correcting. And now we're in a little falling wedge here, okay? You've got your resistance line coming down here and you have your support, okay? Now what do I expect? So if we bounce here and we create some sort of double bottom, okay, the first thing we need to do is we need to break 25 cent, and then we need to make our way up to 26 cent, which is the next resistance. So we need to break 25 cent and make it into support, okay? I'm just going to go in a bit closer. Okay, so we need to break this and convert that into support. All right. So the bullish move would be for Harmony 1 to break out here of the falling wedge and start moving back up through these different resistance lines. Okay, now where will it naturally go to? It'll go back to the 0.618 up at 27 cent. That would be the 0.618 of this whole move. Okay, so that's what I'll be looking for. This is providing it turns around, okay, and starts making a move. All right, so you'd be looking at going up to 0.2511 here, and I'm just going to zoom in a bit because it's all squashed. Okay. So you'll be looking at here 0.2511, then 0.2539, getting up past that and making that into support. Okay, then up to 26 cent, breaking past it, make it into support. And then up to 26 cent, retest, make it into support. 27 cent, 0.272, retest, make it into, and then hit the golden ratio, the pocket. At the 0.618, it'll make a decision. And what I mean by that, it'll make a decision whether it wants to continue to go through it or not. Okay, so this is what I want to kind of see: a retest, break up, retest. Okay, break up, retest, break up, retest, and then make a decision. Now you'll get a reaction here, and the reason I think you'll get a reaction and it'll be probably down is because we're now coming up to where are we? We've now moved into the big overall structure of the falling wedge. Okay, which you can see here, and you'll probably get a reaction here, which would probably be, I would think, a rejection. And again, this is not financial advice, this is my own opinion. You'll probably get something like this. It'll come up, hit here, and reject, and it'll hit the 0.69. And the reason it'll reject is because of this resistance here, okay, which you can see quite clearly here of the main structure, okay. Now, if it decides to break out of that, okay, and let's just say it actually comes back down into the apex of the actual formation. Okay, we break through the 0.786. We break out of the main resistance line, come back, retest it, and then break the 0.786. And then where are we going? Okay, what am I looking at now? I'm looking at the whole move, the entire move of my original formation, which is now, where's the 0.618 of this move? All the way back up to 32 cent, where it'll again make a decision of what it's going to do. So that's what we're looking for on the upside, okay? So that's Harmony 1 where we're at right now. They're the upside, and that's what I'm looking at. And I've spotted a kind of a reversal pattern, and don't take this for gospel. This is the hourly chart on the smaller falling wedge, okay? Where our target would be, if you can remember, where would it be? It would be back up here at the 0.618 here, where it'll make a decision. And that brings us back into the overall structure of the falling wedge, the bigger one, okay? But I spotted a little reversal pattern, and it could be a reversal pattern, and this is what I'm looking for, okay? So we have a double bottom here, okay? So it'd probably be a bit easier to see in a 30-minute, okay? Do you see this? So this could be a reversal telling me, okay, this is the bottom. Sorry, I'm just going to delete that. This is the bottom. This is what it could be. Okay. Now we have to come up to the neckline, right? I'm going to delete that. So one bottom, two bottom. All right. Now we need to break out past this resistance, and this could become, it's the wrong one. Bear with me. Okay, this could become an actual formation, all right? And the neckline would be up here at 25 cent, roughly, okay? Now you can see already it's struggling with the formation here, but then again, that's cool. So this can come straight down here again and make its way back down into the apex, okay? And still maintain and break out and start moving through the different levels and all the way up to where? Or 0.618. Okay, so that's where we're at Harmony 1. Is a little smaller structure now falling. A falling wedge has been created, and that's what I'm looking for. So just keep your eyes open. It's holding support, lovely. It's in a small little falling wedge. And the target of that to eventually get up there will be 0.27 cent, and it'll make a decision what it wants to do then, and that'll be bring us into the overall structure, which is this big, massive yellow falling wedge, and the target of that eventually will be 32 cent. Okay, this is not going to happen straight away. Bitcoin needs to do its thing before any of this sort of stuff works out. And if Bitcoin now started dumping down $500 or $600 or $1,000, you will then see the supports come into play down here. Okay, this could break and we're going into support land down here. Okay, so that's Harmony 1, guys. It's a quick update on Harmony 1. This is Equal Surf Ireland Crypto. If you like what you're hearing, give me a subscribe. Let's get those subscribers up. Awesome.